What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comics and Crypto, your source for everything collectible. We are here with Ethan, LA Collectibles. What is up?
Hey,
How are you,
Yeah,
fellas? It's good to see you.
how are you, buddy?
I'm great. I'm feeling. I smoked a little bit before we recorded. It's not full. It's not full blast, but I'm not all the way down, so I'm in a good place.
Perfect timing. So today, guys, we are going to discuss how do you determine VHS value. First thing that we're going to break down is the medium. What is it that you're buying? Are you buying a VHS first print? Is it Academy screener or promo screener? So the variant itself. The next is the movie. What kind of movie is it? Is it Kill Bill? Is it Back to the Future? Is it Jaws? These are different examples of different tapes that we've collected ourselves over time and that people have paid tremendous value for. So really, it's kind of like you want to assess what are the most popular films of all time to an extent. Because again, there are a lot of films that were mass-produced, really mass-produced popular films that are not hard to find as first prints. Great example, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was massively overproduced, and there's still hundreds of VHS tapes, even on eBay right now, that you can buy for like $20. I still think those are going to do the greatest and the highest grades, but still, the second step is definitely looking at the movie itself.
This video is sponsored by Fanable. Fanable is changing the game, combining physical collectibles with digital ownership. Send in your graded comics, cards, video games, VHS, and action figures to be securely stored and insured in a Brinks vault for free, while maintaining full control of your collectibles through blockchain technology. That's right, free shipping, free storage, free insurance. Grab a mystery case from a Fanable kiosk at your shot to unbox a grail, or cash out instantly with their 90% buyback option. It's fast, it's fun, and it's a whole new way to open packs. One collector turned this $250 mystery case into an amazing Fantasy 15 worth $20,000. Secure, manage, and monetize your physical collectibles all in one place. You can download the Fanable app on iOS and Google Play, and also go to fanable.io.
Number 3, the rarity. How rare is that tape? Now, Ethan, what would you do to determine rarity for a VHS tape?
I mean, it's funny because you determine rarity in baseball cards by populations. You determine them in video games by kind of word of mouth and different websites. In VHS, the rare stuff is so rare that it's like spoken word that you go by and auction sales just to see what actually we know for a fact exists at this point. So that's I look at rarity as a function of how many are there, value wise compared to how many do people want, at that given time. But no, it's how many there are in the hobby, how easily accessible.
Definitely. And that's why grading is such a big deal, guys, because you're going to be able to, hopefully in the near future, see pop reports, which we're going to dive into a little bit. The pop reports are going to help you determine how many are actually graded, potentially how many could be out there. Now, I mean, we do know from talking to a lot of people in the collectible space that the big grails, like Back to the Future, Star Wars, there's less than 15 sealed first prints of Back to the Future and Star Wars in existence. Take this information with a grain of salt because these are going to pop up over time. There's going to be more popping up over time.
Or there may not. That's the fun of it.
Right.
There may be a warehouse find where they find 20 in a case of Back to the Future first prints, and that would be really cool. And I don't think it would hurt the hobby because I think there are a lot of people who would like one eventually when the hobby expands. But that also may not happen. And it won't happen with every tape, so it's kind of a crapshoot. It's kind of fun, It's adds a little gambling element to your collecting.
Yeah. And either way, if a case gets found, there's still going to be less than 50 or whatever.
We're talking about
there's
small numbers.
way more Back to the Future fans who have more than enough money to purchase a first print tape. So,
and something else I like to do as well, if you're looking at popularity, I mean, aside from what you want as a collector, right? If you're looking to invest in this stuff, it's important to think about popularity. Not just scarcity. Scarcity is also very important because there's only a couple of a very popular film. People are going to want it. So I love looking at like a list like IMDb because it shows people, fans, who rank the best films of all time. And you can go on IMDb and look at the top 250 tape or 250 movies, and it's all right here. So it gives you an idea of what is popular out there, what people love.
What's number one? That would probably be the best one to prove your theory, right?
Surprisingly, Shawshank Redemption. It's crazy. Crazy.
I guess it's not bulletproof.
Yeah. I mean, it's an amazing movie, but I never expected it to be number one. I mean, that's insane. Over 3 million votes
What's a better movie, that or The Green Mile to you?
of Shawshank Redemption. I like
Really?
yeah. I like the Green Mile a lot. We're actually about to watch it tonight, coincidentally. Green Mile's amazing. It's an amazing movie. It's super interesting, guys, to think about this stuff, right? Because you want to think about popularity. It's very important. But that being said, like the Lion King's on here. It's probably top 25.
Well, that speaks to exactly what you already pointed out, Sean. That first you look at the medium, so we're talking VHS here. Then you look at the subject. That's when you start going, oh, The Godfather, The Dark Knight. Those are big time titles that we're talking about big money sales here. And now
Yeah.
when you get to rarity, you start blending those three. That's when you find out, what am I really looking for?
Exactly. So rarity is very important. And that's actually kind of interesting, right? Because The Lion King, for example, is the most produced VHS tape of all time. It sold over 32 million units. However, there are rare variants of that tape that are insanely rare, like for your consideration tapes. We were lucky enough to purchase one a couple of years ago. It's currently up on eBay at graded 9.6 if everybody's interested. We actually don't really want to sell it. We're actually kind of want to hold on to that one because we love
He's
that
like,
movie so
here, let me plug it, but we don't want to sell it.
much. What's up, though? If anybody wants to buy it, though,
If you
let
offered
me
me
know.
$10,000 for it, I'd probably sell it. But
Hey, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
There's actually another one popped up. The second one I've seen sealed, and probably the last, ever. I don't think I've ever seen another sealed one, but it popped up and it's currently has a floor of $10,000 on eBay raw.
Which we're not suggesting is the value, but I mean, it is at a certain point. If you want one and there are two available and they're $10,000, you better start negotiating. If you know.
So that's the kind of scarcity we're talking about. When you can figure out a way to combine scarcity with popularity, the demand could potentially be there. And again, this is still a speculative market. We're very excited for it. We're very, very bullish on the future of media in general, but especially VHS. But it's important to think about these things.
It is, Sean. I agree with you. What are there any other factors that go into your value?
Grading.
Condition. That makes sense. So scarcity, medium, subject, condition. Excellent. I like it. Tell me.
So grading, guys. Grading is a really big deal. We see it across multiple mediums, including sports cards, video games, big time sales in the video game market. It actually blows my freaking mind what some of those sales have gone. $2 million, $1 million, hundreds of thousands. We've seen even CIB sell for 10,000 plus or 50. I think Mario, the original Mario, sold for like 70,000 as a CIB tape. We've seen Zelda box only sell for 7,000. So yeah, grading is very important because it authenticates the item, ensures its authenticity, but also differentiates value. Because you're going to see a grade that's like an 8.0 versus a 9.6. I mean, yeah, the 9.6 is going to sell for a higher premium. We see that in comic books. Very common in comic books. It's pretty much a staple now. Anybody out there who definitely disagrees, that's okay. It's not your cup of tea, no problem. But just know that when comic books started being graded in 2000, there was insane pushback. Insane pushback. Nobody thought that was going to last. No one was going to care. And everyone cares now. It's a standard.
And you know what? Your point of this being, we don't have to call it grading, it's condition. That's the qualifier here. So if you're someone who's not integrating, I'm sure you still would like, the best condition tape that you can find, and you upgrade from time to time. So that is definitely part of the value equation, whether you're getting it graded or just visually calling it, near mint and that having it translate that way. I mean, both are equally valid in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, as a collector, I mean, if you're looking at two tapes on eBay, one is sealed but has a tear in the seal, and one is perfectly sealed. Like, regardless of you're planning on getting it graded, like if they're the same cost, you're going to go for the one that looks perfect and pristine. So
for sure.
Yeah. And that brings us to our next point. Why grading is very important, aside from condition, which is an excellent point. Market comps. How many exist? A lot of people are going to start grading these to encapsulate their item to ensure that it will stay safe and secure. But also, it allows graders an opportunity to determine how many exist, and also for collectors. Now, we don't know the pop reports yet for CGC, VGA. So CGC, I really hope that they release those pop reports over time, because that's really going to help people understand how many of these things are actually out there. And I think it's going to help the market a lot. And of course, we want to remind everybody, if you want to learn more about any of this information about VHS and beta, go to the VHSbible.com. Why should they go to the VHSbible.com, Ethan?
Because it's a religious experience, I just realized. It is. It's a religious experience for a VHS or Betamax collector. You go there. Our goal is to give you tips, tricks, knowledge, anything to keep you safe while you're out there enjoying VHS and beta. And you can, of course, contacts us, plural, there at the bottom if you have any questions, because we'd love to be of service. We'll see you there.
If you want to make sure you know what you're buying and you want to learn more information about first prints, later prints, screeners, everything, all the information. This is years and years of information put together by some of the biggest collectors in the space, including Ethan. So make sure to check out this website, guys. It is your #1 resource for VHS and beta collecting. And of course, everyone out there, if you have any questions about any of this, make sure to hit us up at any time. This is never financial advice. Gotta always plug that in. And a big shout out to our sponsor, Fanable. If you haven't signed up for Fanable, make sure to do so. You have an opportunity to store your physical collectibles and have access to them at all times. Really, really awesome platform. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. We will see you all on the next one.